What's going on, people? Welcome to the channel. Busy day for the Foxes. If you're a Foxes fan, honestly, it's been a busy morning so far. Obviously, we'll get started with the fact that Leicester City have finally announced the departure of the Snake himself. Wesly FOFANA has left the club by mutual agreement. Here is your little tweet from Leicester City. This was an hour ago. Leicester City have reached an agreement with Chelsea for the transfer of Wesly FOFANA for undisclosed fee, but it has been reported that it is around 75 to 80 million pounds. Leicester City reached an agreement with Chelsea for the transfer of Wesly FOFANA. Wesly moves to West London after 2 seasons with the Foxes, having joined the club from French side Saint Etienne in 2020. He departs as an FA Cup winner, having helped City lift the trophy for the first time in 2021, with a repertoire as one of the world's most promising young defenders firmly established. During his 2 seasons in Leicester Blue, Wesly made 52 appearances for the club, including 37 in the Premier League, 11 across European campaigns. He departs with the thanks of everyone at Leicester City, except the fans, of course, because you're a snake. I'm going to get your chats in a second. Just bear with me while I get this right. For some reason, it always goes a little bit on the slow side to connect. But once it works, it'll be alright. Let me just try and do this for ya. Okay. Is it working? Maybe not. Chats. Bear with. There we go. And we're good. Okay, FOFANA is the stakes of Steve, the pro. Hello, Vardy says ring. How are you, my man? Lee, I am a United fan, says Louis. Hallelujah. PK LCFC, good for United fans being in. I've got a preview coming out over on the United View, so go and check that one out soon. That will be out later on this evening with, it was Owen actually, not Flex, from the United View, so go and check that out a little bit later on the United View if you are into that sort of thing. Yo, Lee, your opinion on the snake move of FOFANA? He did what he had to do to get the move that he clearly wanted. Whatever, it's done, isn't it? Yes, he's, shit happens, I suppose. We've just got to move. We've got to move forwards. Bit of a snake, but moving on from Wesly FOFANA, because I don't want to talk about him too much because he's been a dick. More importantly, there has been no movements for Youri Tielemans. Apparently there was a bid in early this morning from Newcastle and also another red team, but we don't know who. I'm assuming it's Liverpool with their midfield woes. Of £19 million and £20 million accordingly. Both been declined by the club. I can't get anything on screen for you right now for it, but that was according to, I think it was Rob Dorset, who works for Sky. And yeah, I mean, if they've turned that down, they're not going to get anything for him if he doesn't extend his contract, and he'll end up going for a free to Arsenal. So I'm not quite sure what the deal is there. Surely you're just going to get some money for him at this point. I don't know. If they do extend, it's highly unlikely, but Leicester, it won't be an extension like normal. I think it would just be an extension so to get some money for him. To be honest with you, I think there'll be a clause where if a team comes in for him for such amount of money, he can just go. But we'll have to wait and see what that holds. But I've got something else for you. This one's from Fabrizio Ramono. Yeah, just press the button. Okay. Where was I? Sorry about that. Fabrizio Romano, Leicester have open talks with Atalanta's Jeremy Boga. He's the list as a potential new winger for Leicester City. Now, this guy is the guy that Lookman replaced. And now we're looking at replacing Lookman with him. Hashtag confused on that one. More reports have came in last night as well that it was interesting. Garner, but now apparently he is a Everton. He's an Everton player. Now the big one, and this one's going to be done pretty soon. Let me just get it all up for you so I can show you. Leicester have open talks. Now, this isn't just open talks. Apparently, he is at the training facility right now. This guy here is apparently at the training facility right now. Let me just get that on screens. Leicester have open talks with Reims to sign Wout Faes as new centre-back to replace FOFANA. He's the main option in the list. Now, according to I think it's Sam, who's quite credible. I'll try and find the tweet for you. Don't know if I'm going to be able to get it, to be honest with you. Not off the top here. But if you are on Twitter, he does post some very interesting stuff. Sometimes he gets the lineups leaked as well. So he's put that this guy is actually at the training ground as of right now. Now, I kind of guess that, well, that surely means one thing. FOFANA gets announced, then Chelsea announce FOFANA, then surely we announce Faes, or however you pronounce his bloody name. Surely that's going to happen. Now, there's been nothing since FOFANA was announced. I've seen absolutely nothing since that. But it's surely going to happen at some point. Now, there is a message from Wesley FOFANA. I'm going to read this one out for you on his Twitter. Let's have a quick look at... Wesley FOFANA has put... Thank you, Foxes fans, for your kindness and constant support, even in the moments you were led to believe I didn't respect the club. I will never forget how we vibrated, exculated and cried together. I will never forget you. He says there's a lot going on behind the scenes, which I understand it's a difficult moment for him. He's a good kid. Right, but you can't afford to be around your teammates and playing a Premier League game if you're not fully focused, is what Brendan Rodgers said. Now, FOFANA has put this about Brendan Rodgers. I chose not to communicate during the transfer window. Despite all the criticism, I understood and I learned. I didn't want to damage the image of the institution and I chose to take it rather than answer. I thank Top for his understanding. Thanks to the manager, to the coach who has always appreciated me, even though he chose to expose me a lot lately. I got it, coach. Thanks to the staff for their trust, their advice, and of course their support during my injury and my recovery period. There were ups and downs, but I never cheated. You can be sure of that. Now, that's bullshit because I know he has cheated. He was in talks with Reece James about this Chelsea move over 2 months ago. So he's chatting absolute shit. He has cheated. He has been talking to Reece James. And he has been pushing for this Chelsea move in his head for quite some time. The fact is, he signed a 5-year deal, and then he plays silly bollocks, silly games to get his move. You know what? I think we'll be more than happy to say, I'm glad he's gone, because he's only going to do it again to them. He was a great player. He is definitely a talented player. I will never take that away from him. What a defender he is. But if you're not here to play for the badge, and you don't respect the club, do one. And that's exactly what's happened. So, all in all, yep. He was talking to Reece James, talk Leicester City, yeah. He was talking to Reece James about the move. Reece James says, fancy coming to Chelsea, sit alongside me in the defence. That's what he said. Trust me, that's what's been said. Yeah. He's been planning this for fucking ages. Planning it for ages. Yeah, shit happens. Anyway, another interesting thing that's just come out. Leicester City, George Hurst is having a medical at Blackburn ahead of a loan move to the club. So George Hurst, the young prospect, will be going out. It looks like he's going to be on loan going out to Blackburn. That is just breaking as well on the channel. Right now, actually, that's just broke. So some big news there as well for the academy man. the under-23s. Let's have a look. Oh, what else has just popped in? And apparently there's been some transfer bids in for a Vestergaard, and we've got no hope of getting rid of him because we've turned it down. Just be back in 1 second, guys. I'll be back in just a second. Yeah, so there you are. There's the Leicester City striker, George Hurst. He's having a medical. All in all, boys, it's been an interesting move this morning. You know, we've got rid of FOFANA. We've got the money in. At least that's done. Now, Rodgers has said that he's not going to get the money to spend. So there's still something going on. But it looks like we are slowly moving towards some sort of transfer. I mean, we've got to get one centre-back in. If we're getting rid of one, we've got to get another one in. But, like I say, according to Fabrizio Romano, we have got a proposition of one player on his way and one player currently sat at the training facility. So, I don't know. Other than that, it's been talk, but no... no movement, so to speak, yet. Nothing official. Let's have a quick look at what else has come about. Wesly has now asked to leave Chelsea in order to pursue his dream move to Real Madrid. The stuff coming in is fucking funny already. Let's have a look if there's anything else we can find before we shoot. Let's have a look. So I've got another one here as well, but I don't know how true this is. Let's get this one up for you. So I don't know how true this is. Fenerbahce, £14 million. No idea if this is true. Don't know what account that is. It's 15,000 account from abroad. Attila Szali will undergo a medical test and then sign as new Leicester City player tomorrow. Full agreement with Fenerbahce for 14 mil. I don't know how true this is either. This has just come in. So I'm trying to scour all of the sources that I follow, all the reporters and stuff that we follow. I don't know how true that is either. I'm waiting to see who's quoted it. I have no idea. Don't know if that's true or not. So the list goes on for more, I suppose, more news, more transfer news. It's all coming in thick and fast. Yuri Tielemans, according to Rob Dorset, though, Newcastle and Liverpool have both gone in for him for £19 million, and Leicester have rejected that move. So it's questionable. There's some strange things like earlier on as well. There's the match tweet by Leicester City Football Club announcing the game today, 8 o'clock kickoff against Man United when it's tomorrow. There's clearly something going on at the club where people just ain't got a clue about anything whatsoever. I don't really know at the minute who's in charge with the Twitter page and just admin in general. It's another one from Leicester City Extra as well, which has come in. Leicester City entered into discussions for OGC Nice's Jean-Claire Tadebo from the Foot Mercato. That's 2.7 million account. So again, someone else that we're apparently linked with, but no true source. I can quickly try and find you that for you, if I can. Let's have a quick look. It's got to be somewhere here. the full article. It's got to be somewhere. No, I can't find it. But there's the capture there. We only have tomorrow to sort this mess out, mate. We're in the shit. We are in the shit. There's no denying. There's no way we're going to sort this mess out yet. Absolutely no way. Absolutely no way. There's got no chance in hell. See what else there is. Now, have a listen to this. Again and again, LCFC make questionable decisions, but just since a miracle happened 6 years ago, Leicester fans think some random Thai billionaire is a god. Let me know what he buys you with this revenue. A beer, a bottle of water must be worth it, says LCFC Nick. I have no idea what he's spouting at. There's some people on this Twitter that just need to fucking go. Do you know what I mean? But one here, Jeremy Boga fits the Rodgers profile perfectly as a right-footed left winger. He'll sit on the bench with the occasional start when Barnes isn't fit. The right side will remain unfilled. Yeah, but to be honest with you, he could still go on that right side anyway. I don't see why Barnes can't go on that right side. I don't understand why Barnes can't go on the right side. He did it for West Brom. Why can't he just go? Chappie, as of right now, do you think we'll sign a single player? Yeah, I think that the centre-back, Sideshow Bob himself, Fars, whatever you want to call him, I think he's the one that we will sign. Apparently, he's already at the training ground right now. And then there's that link from Fabrizio Romano, which is this one again. I'll just bring it back onto your screens for you. That one there. Let's have open talks with the Atalanta's Jeremy Boga. He's in the list as a potential new winger, while Fair's deal as new centre-back could be completed very soon. So they seem to be the two players. I always believe what Fabrizio says, to be honest with you. Out of anyone, it's Fabrizio that I kind of believe the most. He does get things wrong now and again, but it's pretty obvious things do fall through. That's standard. So, yeah, that's really sums it up. FOFANA has gone, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back in about an hour. We're going to put the lineups together on the channel. I'm going to go on the school run and pick James up. And we shall be back for the prediction show, trying to put the lineups, like I say, together in the chat. So please, for the 70 of you that are here, join me at 4 o'clock. We'll be live for that one. I'm literally going to get it ready as well before I shoot off, because I'm way behind. But look, there is the graphics are all ready for you guys. All you got to do is join me at 4 o'clock, and we will put that all together. In the meantime, get your chats in. I'll read them in a bit on a replay of the video, because I'm going to have to go. James Crow says, "Hi, Lee, I'm a Chelsea fan and I'm interested to see why FOFANA is a snake. He supposedly had a gentleman's agreement with Leicester." Nah, he didn't. He was snaking with Reece James, mate. He's been snaking with Reece James for about 2 months. Back and forth. Trust me. Nah, mate. You don't sign 5-year deals after coming back from a serious injury. You don't come back from a serious injury, sign a 5-year deal, say, "I love this club, I can't wait to get back on the pitch," and then fuck off the moment the season starts. If that's not snaking, I don't know what is. But otherwise, he's going to do it to you too. He's a great player. He's a great asset to the club. He'll give you everything. Believe you me, he's a cracking player. But he will snake you boys out as well for the next move. Mark my words, come back in 2, maybe 3 years when it happens. Do that. Trust me, it's going to happen. Anyway, listen, I'm going. I shall see you in an hour's time on the channel. We're going to put the lineups together. See you in a bit.